This is Big League, a 1940 pinball machine with a baseball theme. In 1940, pinball was gambling, and the player had very limited control. The most obvious difference is the absence of the flipper. The element of control that now defines pinball was still to be invented. Big League was built 4 years after the invention of the bumper, and just 2 years after the first rollover switch. It makes heavy use of both. The cream of the crop in high-tech gaming in 1940. To give the player an exciting gaming experience, manufacturer Genco put 4 different ways of scoring into the game. Scoring one of which, specials, was the ultimate goal. Every special earned meant that the player won money. This is why the word special is visible everywhere on the playfield. To win this elusive special, the player had to do well on the other 3 scoring mechanisms: points, flags, and runs. There's 4 possible ways to score the special. After scoring all 5 flag rollovers, hitting the outer red bumpers scores a special every time. Hitting the middle rollover while the black bumpers next to it are lit scores a special. After reaching 30,000 points, every next 1,000 points scores a special. And after scoring 6 runs, hitting one of the lower 4 blue bumpers scores a special every time. Now this might sound easy, but it's actually quite difficult to score specials on the game. Let's find out if the game you're about to see would have made the 1940s player happy. Did he score any specials? We'll watch the game in its entirety first. Afterwards, we'll analyze every one of the 5 played balls separately to give you the answer. Okay, now let's analyze that game. On the left side of the screen, we keep track of the 4 scoring systems. The game starts off with 2 specials earned in earlier games. The first ball scores fairly low. Only 2 bumpers are hit for 100 points each, indicated by the runner on the baseball field on the backglass. However, the ball also hits the rollover switches for flag 3 and flag 4. At ball 2, things get really interesting. It starts with scoring flag 1, and with that 1000 points for having scored 1 flag in a row. Now something very rare happens. The ball rolls over flag 5 while it's lit for a special, indicated by the 2 lit black side bumpers. Flag 5 is by far the hardest to score because of the triangle of posts above it. And flag 5 is only lit for a special when the hundreds counter is on 500. After this, the ball rolls over flag 4 again. This scores a run, which it does when the bumper next to the rollover is lit. In the case of flag 3 and 4, this happens when the runner on the backglass is on 600, 700, 800 or 900. Ball 3 starts with scoring the second run. Flag 1 and 2 are lit for this when the hundreds on the back glass are on 1, 2, 3 or 400. After that, it rolls down flag 2, completing all 5 flags and scoring 1000 for each. Having completed all flags also lights the outer 4 red bumpers. Hitting them will now score a special every time. Ball 4 makes great use of the fact that every rollover now scores 5000 points, by rolling over 2 of them. But it also scores 2 runs from these rollovers, because the bumpers next to them are lit at the time of rolling over. So it all boils down to ball 5. Will it hit any of those outer red bumpers for a special? And will it light that 6th run for even more specials? First, yes, it hits the upper left bumper for a special. And then, run 6. And 1, 2 specials for a total of 4 specials in one game. So yes, this was a really good game for the player. The game usually doesn't hand out specials like this. If the player would have come back for a play the next day, the odds could have changed, because the operator could actually open the back of the machine and adjust when specials were scored. I could literally fill another hour talking about this game, for instance on how it works on the inside. But that's for another time. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.